Welcome back, everybody, to Grants Pass Nuggets baseball out here in Roseburg. Getting set for Game 2 in the evening game. Roseburg took the first game in a commanding fashion, a 13-2 victory. The Nuggets look to answer back, hopefully split this series on the road, but Roseburg looking to answer back and sweep it home after Grants Pass did just that one night ago. We'll give you more details about that game, but right now we're about to get set with this one here. Leadoff hitter for Grants Pass. Leadoff hitter for Grants Pass is going to be Nick Bastendorf. Bastendorf last time around, last game actually, he went 0 for 3, 0 for 2 rather. He walked once, grounded out, and flew out once. But now is his first at bat in this game as we get to start. Second game of this two-game set out here in Roseburg. Again, Roseburg took the first one 13-2. That one popped up. Ranging back and makes the play is Jake Luther at second base. Roseburg won that last one 13-2. Unbelievable hitting by the likes of Cody Johnson, Zach Mandera, and many others we'll get to see in the lineup for Roseburg this game. But right now, in the top of the first, we'll give you the rundown for the Grants Pass Nuggets starting lineup. Stepping in right now, Bennett Rogers, the right fielder, of course, after Nick Bastendorf flew out. Following Bennett Rogers is going to be Vinny Savolta. He's going to be in left field. Now on base hit into center field, Bennett Rogers. Going to get this one started the way the Nuggets need it. So now Vinny Savolta going to get a shot. Following Savolta is going to be Trey Froge, third baseman. Tyler Rund in center. Nate Morgan is going to be playing second base tonight. Cade Kissel is going to be pitching, hitting seventh. Cade King at first base. And then finally Colby Dinkle in the 9th spot behind the plate tonight. Vinny Savolta drew the only 2 runs the last ball game for Grants Pass in an RBI double in the top of the 5th. That one line into center, and oh my goodness, Russell with an amazing sliding catch to stop that one from getting through. Now Trey Froge is going to get a shot. There you see Garrett Russell out in center field, or you just saw him. He made a great sliding catch to put away Vinny Savolta here in the top of the first inning. Here's a first pitch to Froge. That one a fly ball. Russell going back for that one, and he makes that one easily for the third and final out of this inning. We'll recap the first game a little bit more and give you the defensive lineups for both teams. Stay tuned and watch more on GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Today's game is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Hardware Home Center and the Fields family. Your hometown hardware store is Fields, where you drive a little and save a lot. Open 7 days a week down in Murphy. Getting set for the bottom of the first inning here in Roseburg. Gonna see for the Nuggets, Cade Kissel on the mound. Getting set to face Garrett Russell, the leadoff hitter for the Roseburg Doc Stewarts. That first pitch high and in will set the lineup for the Doc Stewarts. Batting first is going to be Garrett Russell in center field. Behind him is Doran Gillespie in left. Jonathan Stone batting third, playing first base. Number 8, Luke Lucido, going to be designated hitting fourth in the Roseburg lineup. Behind that, Zach Mandera playing third. Kyler Leschner going to be behind the dish, hitting sixth. Jake Luther at second base, hitting seventh. Caden Johnson playing shortstop in the 8 hole. And then finally, Jet Black in right field, rounding out the lineup. Cade Kissel on the mound again for the Grants Pass Nuggets. That one fouled off. The count still 1-2. Garrett Russell last game had a pretty good game. He did reach base, no hits. He did ground out a couple times. This time, a ground ball over to Bassendorf, thrown on to first for the out. Doran Gillespie now, left fielder. He had a good game last game as well. Get you his line sheet. Gillespie had a single in the first inning and a single in the fourth inning, as well as another 2-bagger RBI in the third. A monster third inning Roseburg Doc Stewarts had last game. Ended up scoring 10 runs on 11 hits. Ended up putting away the Nuggets early in that 13-2 victory. Here's Cade Kissel with the 0-1. Now on a ground ball, Bassendorf charges that one. Bobbles it a little bit, and the throw on to first is too late. Doran Gillespie beats out the infield single to get the Doc Stewarts their first runner. Jonathan Stone, the tall first baseman of the Doc Stewarts, is going to get a chance here. Again, runner on first base, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Kissel going to check his runner. Doran Gillespie is a guy we've known to run. He did it earlier on today even. That one misses, 1-0. One and 0, 1 out, and here's the pitch. That one fouled. Out by the Snack Shack. Again, want to extend a thank you to the Umpqua Lions, really making us feel at home on the road, really setting us up out here and doing a great job. A lot of hospitality coming from that side. Move to first, Gillespie slides back in safely. Kissel really worried about Gillespie at first, but it's warranted. Gillespie's a guy we've known to steal. He did it a few times last night and then earlier today as well. Now on ground ball, Bassendorf, it's going to get over his glove and into left field. A base hit from Jonathan Stone. So back-to-back hits got the Roseburg Docs in order. Runners at second and first. And now Luke Lucido, the designated hitter, going to get a shot with only 1 out.
Next batter, the designated hitter, number 8, Luke Lucido.
Gillespie with a very big lead off of second base. There's the pitch from Kissel. That one down in the dirt. Dinkle going to be able to block that one. You're not going to see many pitches get by Colby Dinkle behind the plate. He's one of the better catchers around who's very good at blocking the ball, and that's a very good quality for a young catcher. Jonathan Stone takes his lead off first. Kissel checks his runners, and here's the pitch. That one too high. Going to be 2-0 the count to Luke Lucido. Last game, Lucido hit in the 4-hole. He only went 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single. He came around to score on every trip. That one popped up. That one's going to end foul right in the bleachers. 2-1 the count. There you see Luke Lucido right there, close up. Behind him, the Nuggets dugout again. Kissel comes set. There it is. That one's fouled straight back. Lucido putting up a good battle at the plate, still 2-2. He's exhausting a lot of Cade Kissel's pitches. Again, runners at first and second. Taking their lead. That one a breaking ball outside, broke too far. 3-2 the count now for Cade Kissel. Could walk the bases loaded. Don't want to do that with the likes of Zach Mandera behind Lucido. Again, Mandera on deck, and then behind him will be Kyler Leschner, the catcher. That one popped foul as well, and man, Luke Lucido really is putting up a great battle versus Kissel. A lot of pitches forcing him to throw. Froge is hugging the line at third. Here's the pitch. That one, a breaking ball, gets Lucido to swing on and miss. The first strikeout of the game for Cade Kissel. A great breaking ball gets Lucido way out in front. Now Zach Mandera, guy who is an offensive force for sure in that last game. He did strike out, but besides that, got 2 base hits. Came around to score twice. Guy who can drive the ball. Here's the first pitch to him. Nope. Kissel, a move back to second. That gets into center field, but no runners are going. Unlucky that Gillespie got flat-footed out there at second base a little bit, had to dive back. Tyler Runn playing shallow in center, not trying to let any runs get across. And it's 385 to dead center and 320 down each of the lines. That one low on the dirt, blocked by Colby Dinkle. 2 outs, 1-1 count, runners at first and second base. Doran Gillespie's out at second and Jonathan Stone's at first. Both of them reached on base hits off of Cade Kissel here in the early going. Kissel checking his runners, and now here it is. Another breaking ball misses. We can see it from here breaking. That one has a lot of movement on it. 2-1 the count. Gillespie takes off for third. The throw's going to get into left field. Gillespie's going to come around to score on the error. And Jonathan Stone will move up to second. unfortunate turn of events is if Zavolta grabbed that in left field, there might have been a play at the plate. Gillespie hesitated a bit. You just can't do that on the base paths. Could have made it a lot closer. 3-1 the count. Still in the batter's box, Zach Mandera of the Roseburg Docks. As they try to figure out the countdown there, we're going to give you the defensive lineups for the Grants Pass Nuggets. Behind the plate for the Nuggets is going to be Colby Dinkle. Over at third base, we're going to have Trey Froge. Shortstop, we're going to have Nick Bastendorf. Second base is going to be Nate Morgan. Guarding the first base bag is going to be Cade King. As we go left to right in the outfield, it's going to be Vinny Savolta, Tyler Rund, and Bennett Rogers. And it seems like we've lost count of the pitches out there. We'll see what they come away with. And I believe the count's 3-1, but can't be certain anymore. Two and two. That's what we come away with. So 2-2, 2 outs. Runner at second base. That runner's Jonathan Stone, and at the plate is Zach Mandera as we get back into the action. That one a good breaking ball. Misses from Kissel, 3-2. That pitch moves a lot, but you can see it coming out of the hands and, you know, sit on it a little bit. Here's the pitch from Kissel. That one, fastball misses, and Mandera takes a walk. This brings up Kyler Leschner. He's going to be behind the dish defensively for the Roseburg Docks. He reached base a couple times in the first one with a couple singles. And again, just like most of the hitters in the Roseburg lineup, a lot of them came around to score. In fact, every single hitter who started in that game came around to score for Roseburg. The 0-1 to Leschner. Moved to second, actually, from Kissel, but Jonathan Stone will dive back in safely. Jonathan Stone with a smaller lead off a second now. And here's the pitch from Kissel. That one a breaking ball broke right back across the plate. 0-2. Now to Kyler Leschner. King playing behind the runner at first. 2 outs. A lot of movement by Bassendorf, though. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up. Will Dink will be able to find it? Yes, he will, and he'll put away Kyler Leschner for the third and final out of the inning. Roseburg doesn't come away with anything, or they come away with 1 after 2 hits. And 2 runners left on in the bottom of the first inning. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. This broadcast is presented in part by Bimart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. Heading to the top of the second inning here. This 1-0 ball game. Tyler Runn's going to get it started for the Nuggets. Tyler Runn starting in center field tonight. He was held hitless, as were many others in the previous game. That one flied out high to left field. And Gillespie is going to put that one away with ease. Brings up Nate Morgan, the second baseman. He did pitch in the last one. He pitched fairly well, but by that point it was too late, and Roseburg came away with that one 13-2. That one's popped straight up. Leshner going to try to track that one down, and it's going to end up way foul. And Morgan only gave up 2 runs, 2 of them earned, in his relief effort earlier this evening. One and one with 1 out, and here's the pitch to Morgan. It swung on a miss on the breaking ball by Cody Johnson. Set the defensive lineup for the Doc Stewards as well. Behind the plate is going to be Leshner. At third is going to be Zach Mandera. Shortstop is going to be Cade Johnson. Second base is Jake Luther, and at first base is going to be Jonathan Stone. Going left to right in the outfield is going to be Doran Gillespie, Garrett Russell, and Jet Black. So after Nate Morgan strikes out, it's going to be Cade Kissel. Kissel, we touched on it in the first game a little bit, on a cold stretch offensively. And that will just add to it as he pops out for the third and final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no runners left on. A quiet round for the Nuggets as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Burger King of Southern Oregon is proud to bring you this broadcast. 60 years of our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon, from Ashland to Canyonville. Bring you back into this one, the Bimart game of the week. The Roseburg Doc Stewarts lead 1-0 against the Nuggets.
Josh, you mentioned Burger King. We're stopping on the way home at Canyonville. Get the well, no, you get the 2 for $6 special. You know what it is, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Well,
2 Whoppers
Or 2 chicken sandwiches, or you can mix and match.
for $6.
For $6. And let me tell you, that chicken sandwich.
And
pretty
thanks to DeClerc Enterprises, proud sponsors of youth baseball, the Medford Mustangs and Grants Pass Nuggets, Burger Kings, Southern Oregon, where you still can have it your way. Again, want to thank Rick and Jack and Jim and the crew at in the Lions Den from the Roseburg Lions Club, running the concessions here at Legion Field, Bill Gray Stadium. The lights are on. We're under the lights for the nightcap. Cody Johnson against Cade Kissel, the matchups for the second game of this twilight doubleheader. But Rick is a recovering cancer patient. Great man. Known of him for many years. But you're right, Josh. They've taken care of us and reached out to us within 2 steps into the ballpark. Hey, can we get you a beverage, something to eat right now? When we got here at, about 2 o'clock, 2:30. And so when in Roseburg, the state tournament coming up July 28th through August 2nd, be sure and patronize the Lions Den for concessions. And they're not charging like $15 for a hot dog. It's a great stadium, great people here under the head coaching of Scott Shaver. Great to see our good friend Rod Trask. He's been the area commissioner. He's on the board of directors for Doc Stewart's, longtime teacher coach here in Douglas County.
They really have made us feel welcome here.
Yeah, they do a tremendous job. I'm looking forward to the state tournament.
Caden Johnson tried to lay down a bunt, but instead pops it right out to Cade Kissel. If you missed it, Jake Luther is on first base. He got a 4-pitch walk to begin the bottom of the second.
Well, you got to give credit to Roseburg. They came back. They had something, in their belly. Didn't sit so well last night, and they came out and banged the ball around and knocked Cade King off the mound. Stoffel did his thing and only had to work 5 innings. So they, this pitch count rule is huge. So Stoffel, this being Wednesday, would be ready to go Monday against one of the games with Corvallis in the home and home. I'm not sure of the dates. You can catch on GrantsPassNuggets.com website. Go under standings, scroll down. You'll see all the week's action and schedule a game from the Eugene Papa's Pizza Tournament. Eugene Bimart Challengers are hosting. All the games are up through July 3rd. I like Kissel's demeanor tonight. Down 1-0, but he's very poised. Had a good breaking ball working for him, too. He's been up in the zone a little bit, but he'll get lathered up. He caught last year.
Really?
Yeah, he caught nearly almost all but probably 10 of the games. And, of course, went on to play at Lane Community College. Didn't work out so well in Eugene, so he's heading to Lassen Junior College in the Golden Valley Conference, Northern California, and is playing shortstop this year. Shortstop and pitcher, his role for the Nuggets. Good pitch.
Now's that breaking pitch we were talking about that just finds the zone in the very corner.
Yeah, he's Kissel's a good athlete. He can really focus mentally.
That one's going to be sliced foul. This is Jet Black, the right fielder, the 9-hitter for Roseburg. Last game he got a base hit and he walked. He did come around to score off of that walk.
Beavers and Arkansas now in the top of the 8th. 3-2, still the score. Razorbacks leading the Beavers in a must-win.
That one down at third. The play was made by Froge and thrown away.
That'll be an error on Froge. And again, just one of those nights for Trey. I'm not so sure. The hitter, who was that?
It's Jet Black.
He had great speed down the line. I'm not so sure he probably should have thrown that one. He had to come in further than he thought to field it, which he did with the glove, right? It wasn't a Brooke Robinson bare hand.
Mm-hmm.
So then now he's got to take it out. By that time, the runner was about 4 steps away from the bag. and then he just threw it on by. Cade King defending at first, and Doc Stewart's another run in. Sometimes you don't have to make the throw. You're better to hold that ball and get the next play, because here they come. Small ball.
That one rolls foul for Garrett Russell. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out so far. And while you were in the mood for talking about scores, you mentioned to me that Medford beat Klamath earlier tonight 5-1.
Yeah, the Falcons came back. They got pummeled in the first game, 20-3 in 5 innings on their home field at Kiger Stadium. I call it the Fenway Park of Oregon Legion baseball. It's one of the old great wood structures of all time. But they came back to win the second game in 8 innings. Beat a very good Medford team. They don't have the pitching, Medford, and I think all the coaches would agree, but boy, they still got their big three. Melton, Joe Johnson, and, Thompson, South Medford, but that Joe Johnson from St. Mary's, great left-handed hitter. Melton is unbelievable. 6A Player of the Year. And we'll see Medford next week. Check the schedule again. I'm sure it's July 5th. We're home on Thursday night and at Medford Saturday night. Both games are 6 o'clock starts at the All Sports Park Thursday night. It'll be Hall of Fame induction night. I'll tell you more about that on the 5th at home, and then on the 7th at Harry and David Field, 6 o'clock first pitch start for the doubleheader on Saturday, July 7th. Nice block by Dinkel. So again, the Nuggets will face some very good competition. Medford and Klamath Falls will also be in Reno and Carson City and Sparks for that 5-day tournament. Nuggets will play 7 games in 5 days. Doubleheader Friday, doubleheader Monday. Check the schedule online under our schedule page, GrantsPassNuggets.com, and there's ball 4. Good pitches by Kissel there. We'll give up the walk. That's not the worst thing to happen. They now have an infield force out, maybe turn 2 and get out of this. As you see, Bastendorf, he's kind of the quarterback of the infield defense. Froge at third. Dick Bastendorf at short, as Josh mentioned earlier. Nate Morgan at second base defending. And Cade King now back of the runner at first. And the outfield right to left. Bennett Rogers in right field. Tyler Runn, Grants Pass graduate, heading to Yakima Junior College in left field, or center field, and Vince Savolta from Feather River Junior College, GP graduate a year ago in left field. Kissel misses ball 1.
A lot of these pitches from Kissel are close, and they could go either way. That was his third walk, but he's really pitching around the edges of the strike zone, not giving any of these hitters a pitch in their wheelhouse.
And again, we can't see in or out, but they've been in the zone for the most part. He's been up a couple of times, but this has been as good as umpiring we've seen. Normally the knock is you get homered at Klamath or you get homered in Roseburg, but the guys in blue do a good job. 3-man crew here tonight. I think Tim Barrett's going to earn a letter at Grants Pass. We've had him behind the plate and on the cruise, I think, all but one game at Grants Pass. So I told him, I said, we're probably going to hate you in another week or two. Can't you go to Medford or somewhere else? Off-speed pitch. Ooh.
That's a good breaking ball. It starts in the zone and breaks out.
Yeah, he comes in or third and then away, but he's down in the zone.
If you're going to miss, that's where you want to miss.
Or aim. That's what you want to do, is pound the bottom of the zone. This time in on the hands and fouled away. Nate Yeske, the 2-time National Pitching Coach of the Year for Oregon State, his big thing is pound the bottom of the zone. The pitchers go out to their pregame workouts and running. You know what they take out with them? Sledgehammers. Pound the bottom of the zone. They do. It's a workout in itself, hauling one of those, babe. I've done it. I've went out there with them before. These things weigh about 200 pounds, I swear.
200 pounds.
There go the runners. All 4. So the bags are loaded. Boy, I tell you, Kissel's been right around the zone. Those pitches are, and again, I'm not fanging the home plate umpire. He hasn't, I don't think he squeezed the zone at all. but they've just been a little off. So now you got to get Hall. This is Stone, yeah, Big Stone. You got to get him to go after and whiff at something here. He's got a big swing. I'd try to buckle him up on the hands first pitch. Come at him. Get something dribbled in the infield. There it is. So they do come in on the hands. Under the lights on a breezy night, 76 degrees in Roseburg, 8-mile-an-hour wind out of the north as you see it left to right across to your cell phone or PC.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Again, Jonathan Stone at the plate. He's down 0-2 to Cade Kissel. He does have 4 walks, but his command has been okay. He's missed close. I think that's the good thing to take away is when he's able to get into the zone eventually, he'll be deadly. And he is ahead of Stone right now, 0-2. Again, bases loaded means force at any base. The Nuggets could theoretically get out of the inning on just 1 more pitch. No one missed high.
Tried to turn that one over. I call it a thumber. When I broadcast for Oregon State, few of the fans didn't like my terminology, spinner or a thumber, but that's what it is. But Kissel, he's not rattled and pitching from the windup, so the runner at third can get a jump on him, and they do. Swing and a miss, and down goes Stone. Huge strikeout for Cade Kissel, Hidden Valley graduate from a year ago. By the way, that was Hidden Valley's best record of wins and losses by Mark Vidlak, who is the A-team coach for the Legion program, the Hidden Valley Mustangs minors, if you will. But they're the Mustangs. Comes back fastball, first pitch fouled back, strike 1.
It's going to be Luke Lucido at the plate, the DH, the 4-hitter in the lineup. He struck out his last time.
Lucido finally graduated. He's been around a couple of years. Good ball player. In low, good pitch. Again, with the bags loaded, you got to be down no matter what. Trust Dinkle behind the plate. And again, they haven't been a combination, a battery. Dinkle from Grants Pass will be a senior. Kissel, sophomore year college coming up. Nice pitch. In on the hands, charging. Morgan, and that's that. And the Nuggets get off the hook in a big way. Doc Stewart's will leave the bags loaded. In the second, we'll go to the third. It's Roseburg 2, Grants Pass nothing. You're watching GP Nuggets TV online at GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon, California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin Tools, Oregon, California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and north of Velas Road and Highway 62 in Medford.
So Cade King leads off with fly ball out, F8 to start the third. Roseburg on top 2-0 as Cody Johnson's fastball laced into the seam right center field. Extra bases coming up. Froge on his way to second, or is that Dinkle?
Dinkle starts off 1 out and a double.
That a kid? So Froge is 13, I'll get that straight. So Dinkle wastes no time to jump on Cody Johnson. I like Cody Johnson. He's got a great personality. He was down below our broadcast location. We're on the third base side, the west side of the stadium. And Cody been around. He graduated this year, so I've known of him a couple years. Good kid. But we had a little conversation. I said, Mandera's back another year on. He goes, yeah. He goes, he's like a 5-year Docs player, man. I said, I think he's been here for about 10 years, it seems like. You know, when a guy bangs you around a few times, over the years you kind of know it. But Cody Johnson, you see right there, great young kid, good personality. And one of the mainstays of this pitching staff for the Docs, along with Stoffel and Mandera.
As we're talking, I don't know if we missed it. Cameron Allison now running for Colby Dinkle out at second base.
Yeah, Cam Allison, he'll be the pinch runner. Again, Grants Pass will always run for the pitcher and catcher. Nice breaking ball by Johnson.
It's Nick Bastendorf at the plate. Count 1-1. Bastendorf did fly out his last time. Little pop-up out to Jake Luther at second base.
Appreciate everybody that has gone to GrantsPassNuggets.com and shared the website, and also our Facebook page at Grants Pass Nuggets. Appreciate that very much. Both the Facebook page and website has grown immensely. Today we've had over 200 visitors to the website. Let them know the broadcasts are available. We have enough funding and sponsorships to do all of the 10 road league games. And if you'd like to sponsor any of the broadcasts in any way, we'd greatly appreciate your help to keep this thing going in our second year of live video streaming broadcast. The only Area 4 Legion team to broadcast all home games and road games last year. But if you'd like to, drop us an email at info@GrantsPassNuggets.com. Info@GrantsPassNuggets.com. $10 a game basically is the sponsorship cost. And as we grow this thing and work for hashtag Play for August and a state championship, again, the Nuggets finished one game out of winning the league over Medford a year ago and lost the state title, as Johnson will lose Bastendorf with 1 out in the top of the third. It was 2 years ago in Salem Kaiser Volcano Stadium. Grants Pass beat Medford, forced a deciding game, and in the 9th inning it all came unraveled. Medford won it, bunting the ball, small ball as they say, and the Mustangs won their 4th straight, and then last year their 5th straight. They're a 15-time state champion. But everybody is gunning for this championship banner. And there is no weak team in this league. I mean, Willamette Valley is loaded with Thurston players, some good South Eugene kids. Eugene has been up and down. Roseburg has gone through their growing pains, but obviously in the opening game tonight showed us what they have. Bounce the throw down to second. Rogers missed the bunt attempt on the breaking pitch. Should have pulled that back.
Rogers is 1 for 1 tonight. He single left stranded, though, in the first inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. Chopped foul as well.
Nuggets coached by Mike Reese, assisted by Associate Head Coach Brian Diotti and Brian Beck. Diotti coaching at third, Beck across the way at first. First, Mark Vidlak with his staff. Johnson down low, assisted by Curtis Kissel, Josh D'Amico, and Pereira. Tell you more about Hall of Fame induction night, the next home game for the Nuggets. 1 week from tomorrow night. Check swing popped up in the infield, back a second. And there are 2 gone. 1 week from tomorrow night, the Nuggets return home to continue league play, hosting Medford. 5 consecutive state championship trophies come to town. 6 o'clock start. It'll be the induction night Hall of Fame. Grants Pass will induct the 1988 championship runner-up team with the likes of Coach Brian Beck, Hoagie Bennett. Boy, I can remember that team. I did public address announcing then at the old Agnew Lytle Field, which is now, well, I guess it would be the Sears Shopping Center off the Parkway. Breaking ball missing from Johnson to Vinny Zavolta. Tell you the rest of the inductees coming up. Gaynor Goff, longtime coach, teacher in Grants Pass. Used to work on the field, donated a lot of time. Great man, was my PE teacher in grade school. Gaynor Goff, back when we did push-ups. Bruce Reese, class of 77 Grants Pass High. Zavolta fights that one off, dribbles it foul right side. Bruce, the athletic director now at Illinois Valley, coached at North Valley, won the '84 baseball championship as head coach of the Knights the year they won the Triple Crown. Football, basketball, and baseball. Bruce will be inducted into the Nuggets Hall of Fame as Zavolta looks at a breaking pitch for a strike, and the count even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out and 2 on. And down 2-0 is Grants Pass. Scott Hyde, who pitched George Fox to a Division III championship, will be inducted in the Hall of Fame. Ryan Wilson and Seth Peach, who played at Oregon State, some pro ball. And Zavolta punched out looking. So the Nuggets will strand 2 in the top of the third. Can't get a runner across as Johnson punches out Zavolta. Caught looking. And we'll go to the home half of the third. Roseburg leads it 2-0. You're watching Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Baseball live on GP Nuggets TV, online, GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation.
Yeah, in fact, you know, I think if you call and you want a personal garbage pickup service, call for Rich Ireland. He'll get that canopy off his truck bed and come out and pick up your garbage. You tell him that the Nuggets broadcaster has sent you. Rich Ireland, of course, involved youth baseball, and his daughter will be a senior, I think senior next year, Grants Pass Lady Caver softball. How about the news out of Eugene? Mike White leaving as head coach of the softball program to take over Texas. He signed 2 years ago a extension for $200,000 a year. I thought Oregon could double that salary and keep him. I mean, the winningest coach they've ever had. I mean, they were nothing until he got there 9 years ago. But Mike White announced yesterday he has become the head coach at Texas. So I mentioned to Donnie Bellum, and Jared Hook is in attendance here tonight, his assistant coach, if their staff was going to apply for that vacancy. But Rich Ireland, a great Crater Common alumnus, played professional baseball, minor leagues with the Marlin organization, as Kissel loses the leadoff man, the number 5 hitter in Mandera. So Mandera was cleanup in the first game, or did he hit 5 in the 5-hole? First game.
So bring up Kyler Leschner. He K'd his first time. He's playing behind the dish tonight for the Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Mandera's got a big lead off of first base. He's another guy who could run for Roseburg. They got a lot of fast guys on their team.
And again, relatively young is Scott Shaver's club.
Tyler Leschner takes a breaking ball. That's a good pitch from Cade Kissel.
Trying to think if I left anybody off that Hall of Fame induction list. Wilson, Peach, Scott Hyde, Gaynor Goth, Bruce Reese, and the 88 team. Oh, and Matt Smith. How could I forget that? One of the greatest cavemen of all. There's a seed in the left center field base rip. Matt Smith, what a career he had. Early 90s graduate from Grants Pass High School. Was drafted by Toronto Blue Jays and went and played football. Originally, I think, went to Stanford and then went and eventually played for Toronto, signed for, I think it was $1 million bonus at the time, and generously has given some of that back to the Nuggets American Legion program, and I'm hopeful that Matt will be in attendance next Thursday night. Oh, great play by Kissel. Oh, and King, with the sun in his eyes, loses it. One run is in. They're going to try to push another one across, and they will. Well, Froge didn't get to the bag at third to cover it. He's got to get to that bag at third. Kissel was going there. The play was at third. And he turned around and made a great throw to the bag, and King doesn't catch it. To support King a little bit, he didn't have the shades on, number one, and the sun not normally bearing down on him like it would if it wasn't overcast tonight, but it has peered its way out. Boy, that's just one of those that you got to make that play, but they should have made the first play at third. They don't, and then 2 runs come in. So now a meeting at the mound with head coach Mike Reese as the Nuggets really have their backs against the wall now.
And what they're talking about out there, I can almost guarantee you, they have 4 runs on the board. Roseburg does. Not a single one of them is an earned run.
Earned run, yeah. And again, defensively last night, Grants Pass was atrocious, quite frankly. They had plays they need to make. Pop-ups in foul ground, cutting the ball off, throwing to the right bag. You're going for 2. For some reason, again, the disciplines wherever they've played at before, they want to throw through to the plate and so forth. You'll give up a run, you've got to prevent getting another man in scoring position. But there was little things last night. So defensively, no, Grants Pass didn't play well, but they got the breaks, they got the offense. And now the infield will come in, as you see, to shut down another run from coming across. They need an out and hold the runner at third in the worst way.
Caden Johnson is going to be the hitter, runner at third base, and no outs. Definitely not a situation I'll bet you Cade Kissel thought he'd find himself in, but he's got to work out of it now.
Good pitch. Well, he's down, facing the 7-8 hitter?
Caden Johnson's in the 8 hole.
So he's coming fastball with him. Doesn't need to throw breaking ball here. Challenge him. Go after the 8 hitter. And Kissel did that to get the first pitch fouled off. Fouled away. Barely tipped foul on the attempt of the bunt. And Cade goes up 2 strikes.
Getting this guy is the start you need to work your way out of this jam. Following Johnson's going to be Jet Black, and then we're back to the top of the order and Garrett Russell.
Good knockdown by Dinkel, keeps it alive. And Kissel quickly to the plate, and Cade King into the infield to cover as well. That's the kind of alertness on defense you have to have. Always working. Backing up bags at third and first. Left fielders backing up plays, right field line. Those are the little things in baseball that can kill you.
Kissel from the stretch. That one misses high. 2-2. enthusiastic Roseburg dugout. Love that a team really means they're into this game.
Oh, yeah, they're looking for a sweep here to even things up. Good fastball, went after him down low in the zone. Great pitch by Kissel. So he just blew him away.
Kissel's 4th strikeout tonight. He's pitching well. It's the defense. 4 unearned runs. Kissel's just got to channel that frustration into this next hitter, Jet Black. He reached on an error his last time. Throwing error by Froge.
Dinkle, another great job there. Keeping it scooped and blocked down. Not trying to pick it. Turn the glove over. Keep it out in front. Smashed. So the 9 guy comes through with an RBI single for Roseburg, and Doc Stewart's goes up 5-0 over the Nuggets.
Three runs in this inning for the Docs. Still all of them unearned. That one's popped up behind the plate. Colby Dinkle roaming backwards and makes
Nice
a
play.
catch.
Throw back to second. Oh, and he's in there. So again, that's a play third baseman. First baseman, somebody's got to let him know the runner's hot and moving. And now he's down at second. Tripped up coming over the bag, I think, didn't he? Nice play by Dinkle behind the plate to get that pop foul out. That's huge. Again, those are outs that, boy, when you get a chance to get them, you got to grab them. Yeah, Jet Black got tripped up on the bag, did he not, Josh?
I think he got hurt sliding in, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, he's walking it off and he's going to stay in the ball game. That's always good to see. Doran Gillespie, number 2 hitter in the lineup. He's 1 for 1. He's gotten a base hit and he walked thus far. Two outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. That one's popped up. I don't think King's going to be able to get to that one. Owen won the count. Again, Doran Gillespie's up. Had a good power bat earlier on this evening in the first game of this doubleheader. That one ground ball. Bassendorf is going to come up with it, but he bobbles it. Both runners move up 1 and come in safely.
So runners on the edges now. You know, Bastia'd like to have that one again. And again, they just they got to work through these bugs defensively. This will be the final regular home or league games of the month of June, and then it becomes death row in July.
Gillespie's off to second. Going to slide in without a throw from Dinkle.
So the Beavers are still alive, we hear. 3-3 in the 9th, we presume, with Arkansas at game 2. Pitch pop foul, sliced off to the right and on top of the Nuggets dugout, first base side. Souvenir program is out for the Nuggets. We'll have it online here in the next couple of days. Be able to see 2018 Nuggets, all the Hidden Valley Mustang Miners team, volunteer staff, and the great sponsors that make it all possible supporting youth baseball in Josephine County. Fastball, letter high, swung on and missed, and that'll do it. But Doc Stewart's will tack on, 3 more runs in the third. We've played 3. On to the fourth from Legion Field, Bill Gray Stadium in Roseburg. It's Doc Stewart's 5, Grants Pass nothing. You're watching GP Nuggets TV online at grantspassnuggets.com.
Protect the paint of your car and save at the pump to your locally owned My Circle K and Chevron car washes powered by Coven Oil. You can save 10 cents a gallon with every car wash purchase. To find a wash this new year, visit mycirclek.com.
And also want to remind you, when in Central Oregon, My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, brand new car wash in Sun River. First pitch, Froge hits it deep, but flied into center field and caught for the out. 5-0 as we open the fourth inning in Game 2 of this Area 4 AAA Oregon American Legion baseball doubleheader. Roseburg winning the first game 13-2. But new car wash, and check out the car wash in Redmond and Madras as well when you're up there vacationing this summer in Central Oregon. Tyler run now for the Nuggets in the fourth. 5 runs, 3 hits for the Docs. Nuggets are scoreless on 2 hits and have committed 5 errors in this game. They had 5 last night in the opening game. The Beavers get a 3-run home run from Trevor Larnick, and I believe lead it now 6-3 in the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, 5-3, Oregon State with the lead. So the Beavers lead at 5-3 on Larnick's home run. There's a rip by Tyler Runn, laced into center field, base hit. All Trevor Larnick style. So the Beavers trying to live for the third and deciding game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And do we have a game? No. So I'll be glued to the television for that third and final game. And as always, I'll have Mike Parker turned up on the radio call and the ESPN telecast. Understand Parker went ballistic again today with the umpires. We might have to send Coach Shaver back down to AAA. Should have had that big hop spinner to him in foul territory.
Got to make a play, Coach.
He was quite a ball player. Him and Kevin Schaefer, Grants Pass High School coach, were teammates at Douglas High School, won a state championship together. Runner moving, pitch fanned out and missed. The throw late, and Tyler Runn in with a stolen base. So the Nuggets trying to get the wheels going, get something going here. Get a guy in scoring position with 1 out. See if Nate Morgan can bang one around the yard here.
A lot of time left for this good lineup to get back into this ball game.
And Nate Morgan, a good hitter to do that. But Cody Johnson going to talk it over. Make sure they're on the same page with a runner at second. peering down. So we told you Medford beat Klamath Falls in the first game at Harry and David Field tonight. Underway with the second game, and the Beavers trying to live for a deciding third game, leading 5-3 in the ninth. Another chopper coming our way. This time Shaver makes the play and his team applauds. So he's going to get the 10-day call-up again, back to the big league club. But Shaver and Schaefer were teammates at Douglas. They had some good teams back then, too. I think that I want to say 93, 94 in that range. Lifted in the air, right field playable. Drifting over near the line, makes the catch. Run will tag, coming our way, and will slide headfirst safely into third. So Morgan does his job, gets the sac fly to move run over, and now if they can convert here with Cade Kissel coming to bat.
Kissel flew out to the first baseman in one pitch his last time around. Definitely frustrating. Took a little bit of a cold spell. He needs to bust out of that one real quick. Could that one do it? It's going to end up way foul.
Hit it 320 feet, but hooked it foul over the fence.
Kissel on an 0 for 10 stretch in this 4-game set versus Roseburg.
All right, don't say that too loud. He doesn't want to be reminded of that. We saw that last night. He was really upset coming to the dugout. Far better hitter than that. Boy, he drove the ball last summer extremely well. Held up on that. Good look. Boy, that didn't miss much, did it?
That was a close
Still
one.
On the outer edge.
Evens up the count at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Tyler Run is at third base. After a single and a stolen base, he tags up on Nate Morgan's sacrifice fly.
Fastball low, and it runs it full. So I mentioned Grants Pass will be in Reno. Medford and Klamath Falls also in that tournament. Doubleheader on Friday. I'll tell you more about that schedule. First game 5 o'clock Friday. We will not have any of the broadcasts there. I'd like to. Foul back. And again, if you'd like to sponsor Nuggets broadcast, drop us a line at info@grantspassnuggets.com. Certainly trying to do with what we have. The great sponsor's been with us to provide a service for the road games that most of the family and friends cannot make the trips. Kissel hits this far and deep into right center field. It's going to the wall. Tyler Run scores. Kissel on his way into second, standing up, will make the turn, and an RBI double for Cade Kissel with 2 out. In the top of the 4th, the Nuggets are on the board. 5-1, Roseburg with the lead. So that should get Kissel off the schneid, huh?
The Nuggets needed that, but just as much Cade Kissel needed that for some confidence.
Good ball player.
Now with 2 outs, Cade King, number 8 hitter in the lineup at first base, is going to step in. Flew out to center to start off the 3rd inning.
Ooh, fastball. That ball was up. Stay off that pitch. I was talking to a scout that watched a couple games up at the Lake Oswego tournament, happened to watch Grants Pass. I said, what'd you see? And he says, well, I like the number 2 and the number 4 kid. So what'd you like about him? He said, well, they both swing the bat well. They're disciplined. And he said that 2's a very good shortstop, and 4 is fast. Hoping it gets through. Going to be a tough ball. Got to hurry. Got him. But the Nuggets will get a run across, finally on the board. After they lost the opening game 13-2, they push one across here in the top of 4. We're scheduled for 7 in the nightcap. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Roseburg 5, Grants Pass 1. Thanks for being with us tonight. You're watching GP Nuggets TV online at grantspassnuggets.com. Nuggets baseball brought to you in part by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. Brings you the starting lineups in our broadcast. Start your summer home improvement project with Riverside Ready Mix. You're pouring a patio, garage, or sidewalks around the house, improving the value of your property. Partner up with Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. Again, an easy number to remember. Call Lori and the crew, 476-1424, Riverside Ready Mix. Roseburg leadoff hitter. Do we have 22? I got to check the lineup card. All right, let's see here. That is, I'm trying to go off of what hitter is this?
We have no 22, but checking the lineup card from last night, it's Brody Black.
Brody Black, yeah, okay. He's hitting in what?
I believe he's hitting in the spot of Luke Lucido, the designated hitter. In the 4-hole.
Cleanup guy, okay. Brody Black. Punched out looking. Great off-speed pitch by Cade Kissel. Well, Kissel's got to be feeling a little more confidence with what he did at the plate. That carries over when you go to the mound. So we'll make a note, Brody Black.
That was Kissel's 5th K of the game. He's pitching well.
And news from Omaha. The Beavers will play for the third and deciding game for the national championship tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Arkansas screwed up a foul fly in right field with 2 outs in the top of the 9th after Larnick had hit that home run. And the Beavers win it 5-3 and will play for all the marbles tomorrow. Oh, man. Slider missing. So Pat Casey, and by the way, Casey needs the win tomorrow, and guess what it'll be? It will be his 900th Oregon State win if he gets it. I broadcast his 800th, and he needs one more win for 900th win. So Oregon State wins, and on to the third and final game tomorrow. As Kissel gets the strike low in the zone, and another punch out, looking. Back-to-back hitters go down looking, and Oregon State wins it. The final 5-3 over Arkansas. So it's for all the marbles tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I have a picture of the 2 national championship trophies, 06-07. They're below the Omaha room, which is the VIP box suites on the first base side. And down below is a conference room, study hall, if you will. And both the trophies are in this about 2-inch thick glass case. You couldn't shoot an AK-47 through that thing. But pretty cool to see those trophies, and they'll try for their third tomorrow. Kissel, another spinner. So Pat Casey will go for his 900th Oregon State win if he can win the national title tomorrow. Assisted by Pat Bailey, who coached at George Fox, won a national championship there with former Nugget and Mustang. Kissel across the line will make the play. But Scott Hyde played for Pat Bailey at George Fox. And pitching coach Nate Yeske, Tyler Graham, and the rest of the staff at Oregon State, Ron Northcutt, Andy Jenkins from South Salem, and Bill Rao from Ashland High School was a member of the 06 National Championship. So Oregon State going on for all the money tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Congratulations to the Beavers and Pat Casey. We're through 4 in Roseburg. Docs 5, Nuggets 1. You're watching GP Nuggets TV online, GrantsPassNuggets.com. We go to the 5th inning. The Nuggets get on the board. 5-1 Roseburg with the lead in the nightcap game. Roseburg winning the first game 13-2. Nuggets baseball brought to you by Robco, the can-do company since 1962. The Robertson family. Myron, Eric, and Mrs. Robertson. Great supporters of youth baseball and activities throughout Josephine County. Robco Incorporated. For no job too big, no job too small. Call on Robco Incorporated. Bounding ball up to short. Deep in the hole and throw just in time to get dinkled. Big time play by the Roseburg shortstop, Caden Johnson. And Caden will be a junior at Roseburg High School. Of course, Cody, his brother, the starting pitcher on the mound, graduated this year. 1 out, top of the 5th. 5-1 Roseburg with the lead. Here's Nick Bastendorf. Off-speed pitch in for a strike. For the Nuggets here in the 5th, Bastendorf, Rogers, and Zavolta to follow. Fisted, popped up back a second. Right fielder drifting over will make the play and the catch. And there are quickly 2 gone.
Both pitchers really starting to settle in. Kissel pitched a very good bottom half, and now Cody Johnson sets down the first 2 he faces.
Yeah, great play by the shortstop, Caden Johnson. That ball is deep in the hole. So here's Bennett Rogers, 2 out, nobody aboard. Breaking pitch, strike 1. So the Nuggets will play a doubleheader Friday in Reno, 5 o'clock start. They'll face NBO, Nevada Baseball Organization, at Carson High School in Carson City, and then we'll follow at 7:30 against Carson City's Legion team. Fly ball center field, and that'll do it. The Nuggets will go in order in the top of the 5th. Saturday, the Nuggets play 1 game at 1 o'clock against Yuba City. On Sunday, a 2 o'clock game against Sierra, Nevada. Double dip on Monday, 11 a.m. at Carson City, 6 o'clock against Sparks at Reed High School in Sparks, and then seeding game on Tuesday, July 3rd, before coming home to host the Medford Mustangs Thursday night, July 5th on Hall of Fame induction night. Bottom of the 5th coming up, 5-1, Docs with the lead. You're watching GP Nuggets TV, online at GrantsPassNuggets.com. Nuggets baseball brought to you by Mock Ford Lincoln Mazda, the original sponsors of Grants Pass Baseball in American Legion and Josephine County, then known as the Mock Ford Broncos. The late Pete Mock and the Mock family supporting youth athletics and activities and youth baseball. Mock Ford Lincoln Mazda sponsoring the drive of the game, which has been Cody Kissel driving in the only run in this game for the Nuggets, who trail 5-1. Beautiful night, 75 degrees, a breeze coming in at about 5 to 8 miles an hour from the west. See Legion Field, Bill Gray Stadium. Pounding ball at third, taken even at the bag by Froge. The long throw in time to King for the out. And the number 7 man is retired for Roseburg Dock Stewarts, Jacob Luther. So with 1 out, 5-1 Roseburg with the lead. More call. Here's Josh Eldridge.
Thanks. That's Caden Johnson going to be stepping in the plate for the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. The first pitch to him is fouled off. After Johnson, it's going to be Jet Black. So the 7, 8, 9 hitters set due up this inning for the Docks. Again, they're leading 5-1, courtesy of a couple key base hits. Base hits to get these innings started, and then some errors to finish them off. Again, all these 5 runs that are on the scoreboard there, none of them are owned. Cade Kissel has pitched very well up to this point, only given up 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. He's walked 5, but that was very early on, and he was around the zone a lot. That one flied out into right field. Rogers doesn't have to move very much and makes a catch for the second out of the inning. So bring up number 16, Jet Black.
Can you see that rainbow out in right center field?
Oh, wow.
Somewhere over that rainbow is the Area 4 League Championship trophy waiting.
Very nice. Jet Black 0 for 1. He's reached base twice, though, 1 on an error. And he got a base hit thus far. Left stranded both times, wants to come around to score. Count 2-1. Kissel's been around the zone a lot, and when he's made a bad pitch, he hasn't done it in the zone, which is very good. That one flied out. Rogers under that one, too, for the third and final out of the inning. So that's 7 straight retired for Bodie Kissel, or for Cade Kissel, sorry, and the Docs are sent back out on the defense. Top of 6 coming up. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back. You're watching the Grants Pass Nuggets on GP Nuggets TV. This game brought to you by Fields Ace Home Center, open 7 days a week in Murphy, Oregon. So we head to the top of the 6th inning. The Nuggets trying to rally. They're down 5-1. Due up is the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. That's going to be Vinny Savolta, Trey Froge, and Tyler Rund. Zavolta, a guy who can really get a rally started. He's 0 for 2 thus far, but that can change with one good swing of the bat. That one's low. Good block behind the plate by Leshner. Cody Johnson still on the mound. Got a good line sheet this far. 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, walked 1 so far. Here's the pitch from him. That one a fly ball into left center. Going back is Gillespie, but he'll make the catch near the warning track. Took a good route to that ball and made the play. So Zavolta is set down for the first out, and that brings up Trey Froge. That one flied out. Black comes in and makes the catch for out number 2. So far for the Nuggets, 1 run on 4 hits. 3 runners left on base. Tyler Runn steps in. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. You don't want to leave this big of a deficit to overcome in the 7th, so the Nuggets really need to at least chip away a little bit in this 6th inning. If Runn can get on base, then you get bats like Nate Morgan and Cade Kissel to try to do some work for you and knock you in. That one misses low. 3-0 to Tyler Runn. Bandera playing very close to the line. Tyron can pull the ball, but he can also drive it into deep center. After that pitch finds his own, 3 balls, 1 strike. Johnson with the pitch. That one, ground ball, is going to get through. Playing the line hurt Bandera there as it gets by him and into left field. Tyler Runn, a 2-out base knock. That's Runn's second base hit of the day. 2 for 3. This brings up Nate Morgan. He struck out and then sacrificed fly out to right field. That one popped up. That one right by us, actually, and made the catch. I don't know if that one was coming towards us, but Zach Bandera makes the catch to end the inning. So 1 hit, but he's stranded at first base. That'll be the end of the Nuggets try in the 6th. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a Kickback Reward Card and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast, redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, and kick back with them at MyCircleK.com. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning here as the Roseburg Dock Stewarts try to build upon this lead that they've got for themselves. They lead 5-1. It's going to be the top of the order. Garrett Russell going to get things started for the Docks against Cade Kissel, who he's retired 7 straight here. Looking to keep that going and finally get the Nuggets to the bottom or the top half of the 7th, where they can try to come back from this 4-run deficit. That one from Kissel misses. 1-1 the count. Russell 0 for 2 today with a walk. He's grounded out, then popped out behind the plate. That one swung on a miss, 1-2. Kissel bringing the heat. We'll see if he tries to go away with the breaking ball here. That pitch has been landing in the spots it's need to recently. And that breaking pitch ends up on the inside. 2-2, count even. Now on a ground ball, it hits Kissel's glove and ends up going right over second base. A leadoff base hit for Garrett Russell in the 6th. It's the 5th hit Cade Kissel's given up. The first hit of the night for Garrett Russell. Up now is Doran Gillespie. He's got 2 base hits on the night and 1 walk. He's come around to score once as well. He's showing bunt. Lays it down, but it ends up foul. Takes an awkward bounce off of home plate. Again, 5-1 your score, but as we've mentioned previously, Cade Kissel's pitched good enough. None of those runs are earned. Pitched very well, 6 strikeouts so far. He's ahead of Gillespie, 0-1. Shows bunt again, but that one goes foul over by the Nuggets dugout. Move over to first, but Russell gets back in with ease. Kissel comes set, checks his runners. Russell takes off in a ground ball. Bassendorf fields that one. The throw on to first is in time. So Russell will move up to second. That'll bring up Jonathan Stone. He's struck out twice, and he's gotten a base hit thus far. 1 for 3. Stone's got a big swing. Cade was able to throw a breaking ball and find a hole in it twice thus far. That one finds his own. Oh, 1 to Stone. Big lead by Russell off a second. That one's high. Russell's taking a big lead. He's walking back to second. You might try to get him walking back. He steals third. The tag is there, but he does not have the ball. Froge, apologies, he drops that one on the tag. So now runner at third base. That runner is Garrett Russell, just snagged third. Now Jonathan Stone at the plate, ahead 2-1. Here's the pitch from Kissel. That one's flied out. Right center, Rogers calls it off, and Russell's tagging. Throw is cut off by King, and that'll be a sac fly, and it'll add 6-1. The Docs are leading. Now with 2 outs, Brody Black. He struck out in his first plate appearance in the 4th inning. That one from Kissel misses. Good location, though. That one's popped straight up. Colby Dinkle trying to find that one behind the plate. He's right under it, and he makes the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. The Docs push one across on 1 base hit, and we head to the top of the 7th. The last chance for the Nuggets to get back into this one. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Be sure to check out Burger Kings of Southern Oregon bringing this game to you. You can match 2 for $6, 2 Whoppers, 2 chicken sandwiches, or you can mix and match a Whopper and a chicken sandwich from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. It's going to be the top of the 7th inning, the Nuggets' last chance in this one. Cade Kissel's going to lead it off for the Nuggets, followed by Cade King and Colby Dinkle. 7, 8, 9 guys to try to get the rally started, and that one lined into center field, but right at Garrett Russell in center. Unfortunate there. That ball was smoked into dead center, but right at him. First pitch to King misses. Cade King hitless thus far. He's flied out and grounded out. Cody Johnson with the delivery. That one's in there. Cody Johnson trying for the complete game here. He's pitched very well so far. 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Ooh, Cade King, sorry about that. Way out in front of that one. 2-2 the count now with 1 out. In the top of the 7th inning. Here's Johnson from the windup. That one gets King looking. Strike 3. And now Roseburg 1 out away from getting the 2-game sweep at home. Colby Dinkle stands in the way of that sweep, though. He did double earlier. He's 1 for 2. Strike 1 on the breaking ball from Cody Johnson. Another strike on the breaking ball, 0-2. The Ducks 1 strike away from getting the sweep at home. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Colby Dinkle sent walking back to the dugout, and the Roseburg Doc Stewarts make it 2-0 here at home. Roseburg wins it 6-1 in front of this home crowd. We'll be right back with a My Circle K postgame show. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants and contaminants from the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. At My Circle K, we believe in keeping the integrity of your vehicle's paint. That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants and contaminants from the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. At My Circle K.
Welcome back to Roseburg. Legion Field, Bill Gray Stadium, doubleheader in the books. Roseburg Doc Stewarts returns the favor. Turnabout fair play as Doc sweep Grants Pass, winning 2 games to even up their league mark to 2-2. And now I believe 10-6 overall. Grants Pass goes to 2-2 in league play and 12-5 overall. Next league game will be 1 week from tomorrow night, when Grants Pass will host Medford on Thursday, July 5th for Hall of Fame induction night, 6 o'clock start for the league doubleheader. And then at Medford on Saturday, July 7th at Harry David Field at 6 o'clock. The totals tonight in the first game, Roseburg wins it 13-2. 13 runs on 16 hits, no errors, and 4 left. For Grants Pass in the opening game, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. In the nightcap, Roseburg wins it 6-2 as Cody Johnson with a complete game victory on a 4-hitter. Totals for Roseburg, 6 runs, 6 hits. Perfect defensively without an error and 6 runners left stranded. For Grants Pass, 2 runs on 4 hits. They commit 4 errors and leave 4. 6 errors tonight and 8 last night. That's 14 errors in 4 games. Certainly going to have to clean that up heading to the dog days of July, because then it becomes death row, as I mentioned, starting a week from tomorrow night. For Grants Pass, well, Roseburg will take on Corvallis in a home-and-home in the next couple of days before they get back to league play after the 4th of July holiday. For Grants Pass, it's on to the Reno Tournament, 14 teams, and Grants Pass will play 7 games, 3 in Carson City, 2 in Sparks at Reed High School. And the headquarters, they'll be staying at the Grand Sierra Hotel, the former Reno Hilton, just, east of the airport in Reno. Friday doubleheader starting at 5 against Nevada Baseball Organization, followed by Grants Pass taking on Carson City. That first doubleheader on Friday, the 29th, is at Carson City High School. We'll have all the information for you online at GrantsPassNuggets.com. The only other league game tonight is 4 league games of 20 are in the books. And Medford winning the first game tonight, beating Klamath Falls 5-1. And for the Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs, they go to 2-1 in league play, 13-5 overall under head coach Nate Maiman, assisted by Brett Watts. We'll see them next week. In the bottom of the 4th, in the nightcap at Harry and David Field, the Mustangs lead Klamath Falls 8-2. If Medford wins that, they would go to 3-1 and would take over first place in the Area 4. Klamath Falls would drop to 1-3. So that's it for tonight from Legion Field, Bill Gray Stadium. Again, the Beavers win, defeating Arkansas tonight 5-3, and will play for the national championship third and deciding game in Omaha. A 4 o'clock first pitch start on ESPN. Thank goodness we have the day off and can watch that baby from start to finish. Best of luck to the Beavers and Pat Casey and his coaching staff. Thanks for all of you that have joined us on these first few broadcasts as we get this season going. Again, we could use your support and sponsorship so that we can bring all the games through the Super Regionals end of July onto the state tournament, which is back here in Roseburg the end of July through August 2nd. If you'd like to sponsor Nuggets live video broadcast, please drop us a line at info@GrantsPassNuggets.com. Info@GrantsPassNuggets.com, as low as $10 per game for your sponsorship of Nuggets Youth Baseball. That's going to do it for the Bi-Mart Game of the Week tonight from Roseburg. Thanks to all the Roseburg folks, head coach Scott Schaefer, Rod Trask, and for Rick and Jim and Jack and John in the Roseburg Lions concessions booth tonight. Thank you in the Lions Den for accommodating us with food and beverage tonight. And again, support the Lions for all their community fundraising efforts. We look forward to seeing them come state tournament time. We will be back for that, most certainly. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Bi-Mart. Get ready for your season for less. Also thanks to Fields Ace Hardware Home Center, by Burger King of Southern Oregon, Oregon California Supply. Thanks to MyCircleK.com, Riverside Ready Mix, by Southern Oregon Sanitation. Thanks to Robco Incorporated, and by Mock Ford Lincoln Mazda. For Josh Eldridge, I'm Jay Reese. Thanks for being with us tonight. We'll talk to you again on Thursday night at the All Sports Park, 6 o'clock start. It's the Nuggets and the Mustangs for Hall of Fame induction night. Thanks for watching, and so long from Roseburg, Oregon.